Welcome back to Saint Lucian Adventures YouTube channel, guys. Just look at the view behind me. Great weather today out here in Saint Lucia. This month, as we celebrate 47 years of independence, it is important for us to remember the people, the places, and the moments that tell our story. In this video, I'll be sharing 47 fun facts about Saint Lucia, highlighting historical moments, cultural milestones, symbols, traditions, and also landmarks, all brought to life with photos and archive images from different points in our history. As we go through them, let me know in the comments which ones stood out to you and which ones you already knew. Let's get into the video. Number 1.
Saint Lucia became independent on February 22nd, 1979.
Number 2.
Sir John Compton was Saint Lucia's first Prime Minister.
Number 3.
The national flag was designed by Dunstan St. Omer in 1967.
Number 4.
The national bird is the Saint Lucian parrot called the Amazona versicolor, endemic to the island.
Number 5.
Saint Lucian national tree is the calabash tree, known for its versatile fruit in arts, culture, and everyday life.
Number 6.
Saint Lucia's national plant is the bamboo.
Number 7.
The national dish is green fig and saltfish.
Number 8.
The coat of arms was designed by Sidney Bagshaw in 1967.
Number 9.
Saint Lucia is located in the Lesser Antilles in the Eastern Caribbean at 13.9 degrees north and 60.98 west.
Number 10.
Saint Lucia is the only country in the world named after a woman, Saint Lucy of Syracuse.
Now here's where it gets interesting. 11.
The Pitons are a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognized for both their natural beauty and geological significance.
Next up, 12.
Mount Jimmy is the highest point in Saint Lucia, rising about 3,145 feet above sea level.
This one might surprise you. 13.
In the 19th and early 20th centuries, women in podcast trees carried heavy cold baskets, sometimes weighing over 100 pounds, from the wharf to the ships, often barefooted under the scorching sun.
You probably didn't know this one. 14.
Urinora International Airport started as a U.S. military airstrip called Bin Army Airfield, built in 1941 during World War II. After the war, it was converted into Saint Lucia's International Airport with the help of the Canadian government and other international partners.
Let's keep it going. 15.
The Molashik Lighthouse at the southern tip of Saint Lucia near Vieux Fort was built in 1912. It stands about 740 feet above sea level, making it one of the highest lighthouses in the world in terms of elevation.
Here's another one. 16.
Rat Island, located near Shock Bay in Saint Lucia, was historically used in the 1800s as a quarantine and isolation station to protect the main population from infectious diseases.
Now this one is important. 17.
Quadrille and ballet dances are traditional Saint Lucia dances still performed today.
Pay attention to this one. 18.
Fort Rodney, located on Pigeon Island in the northern part of Saint Lucia, played a critical role during the Battle of the Saints in 1783. The fort was used by British Admiral Sir George Rodney to monitor French naval movements. Intelligence gathered from this position helped the British defeat the French fleet, securing British dominance in the Caribbean.
This one's underrated. 19.
Saint Lucia's national flowers are the La Rose and the La Marguerite, symbols of the island's culture, pride, and heritage.
And that brings us to 20.
The Castries Market, the largest open-air market in St. Lucia, was constructed in 1891 by engineers Bruce and Steel Limited of Liverpool and officially opened by Sir Charles Bruce on July 2nd, 1894.
All right, we're not done yet. 21.
St. Lucia held its first general elections in 1951, giving every adult citizen the right to vote for the first time and paving the way towards full democratic self-governance.
Let's step it up. 22.
St. Lucia is about 27 miles long and 14 miles wide, covering roughly 238 square miles, and is home to around 180,000 people.
This one is interesting. 23.
On the St. Lucia flag, blue stands for our sky, the Caribbean Sea, and Atlantic Ocean around us. Gold represents sunshine and prosperity. Black and white shows our people of African and European heritage living and working together.
Stay with me. 24.
Derek Walcott Square in central Castries was originally called Place Dame. It served as a public gathering spot in colonial times. Later it was known as Promenade Square, then Columbus Square in 1892. In 1993, it was renamed Derek Walcott Square to honor Saint Lucia's Nobel Prize winning poet.
Halfway through this section, 25.
Saint Lucia is a parliamentary democracy and a constitutional monarchy, which means that the Governor General represents the Queen as head of state while the Prime Minister runs the government.
Now this one, 26.
On June 19, 1948, a fire destroyed much of Castries, leaving thousands homeless.
You'll appreciate this one, 27.
A causeway was built in 1972, joining Pigeon Island to mainland.
Here's something you might not expect, 28.
Saint Lucia has produced two Nobel Prize winners, poet Derek Walcott, who won the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1992, and economist Sir Arthur Lewis, who received the Nobel Prize in Economics in 1979.
This one deserves attention, 29.
Saint Lucia is home to the only driving volcano in the world, the sulfur springs in Soufrière. You can actually drive right up to the steaming crater.
And that's 30.
Saint Lucia is nicknamed the Helen of the West because it changed hands between the British and French 14 times, similar to the Helen of Troy.
Now we're getting into the good ones, 31.
Saint Lucia has 17 electoral constituencies.
This is a big one, 32.
Saint Lucia national motto is "The Land, the People, the Light."
You've probably heard about this one, 33.
Every October, Saint Lucia celebrates Creole Heritage Month, ending with a massive Creole Day celebration filled with tradition wear and local dishes.
But wait, there's more, 34.
Petronille Douin, a Negmao leader, was brutally killed in 1843 for resisting slavery. Her courage sparked outrage across Saint Lucia, helping fuel the movement that led to emancipation the following year, in 1834.
This one stands out, 35.
Saint Lucia once had its own airline called Saint Lucia Airways, which flew passengers throughout the Caribbean in the 1970s and the 1980s.
This might change your perspective, 36.
Every year in July, Saint Lucia celebrates Carnival, a season of colorful costumes, high-energy soca, and unforgettable street parades that transforms the island into one big celebration.
Now listen carefully, 37.
Every year, from April to May, the Saint Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival takes place, featuring international artists performing music and celebrating the island's culture.
We're getting closer, 38.
Saint Lucia's Julian Alfred made history by winning the country's first Olympic medals in the 2024 Paris Olympic Games, earning gold in the 100 meters and silver in the 200 meters.
Almost there, 39.
Mont Fortune means Hill of Good Luck. It was named that because during colonial times, whoever controlled this hill had a military advantage in battles between the French and British.
And that makes 40.
Most Saint Lucians are bilingual, speaking English and French Creole, a language that developed from French vocabulary blended with African languages.
Just a few more, 41.
Saint Lucia has two main seasons, a dry season from December to May, and a wet season, rainy season, from June to November.
This one's powerful, 42.
While sugarcane was once Saint Lucia's main crop, sugar production ended in 1964 and the island shifted to banana cultivation, which later became known as green gold because of how much it boosted the economy.
Don't overlook this, 43.
Saint Lucia has been repeatedly named the world's leading honeymoon destination by World Travel Awards, surpassing many other honeymoon destinations around the world.
Here's another important one, 44.
During World War II, Saint Lucia was directly attacked when a German U-boat torpedoed two ships, the Lady Nelson and the Umtata, right inside the Castries harbor in 1942.
We're in the final stretch, 45.
Maria Island, home to the Saint Lucia racer and the Saint Lucia whiptail, two species found nowhere else in the world. It was declared a protected nature reserve in 1982.
Second to last, 46.
Country and Western music grew in popularity in Saint Lucia during World War II, when American soldiers stationed here introduced the genre, and it later became part of the island's cultural identity.
And finally, 47.
Saint Lucia's first capital was Soufrière, established under French rule. Later, the capital was moved to Castries due to its deep harbor and more strategic location for commerce and protection. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.